Albuquerque, New Mexico, June 5th, 1991. A security guard that worked at the Super 8 motel located at 2500 University Boulevard Northeast near the I-40 and I-25 was told to go to room 233. The man, Eduardo Cullen, that rented the room 2 days prior on June 3rd, 1991 between 9:30 p.m. and 11 p.m. didn't check out of the room. The security guard checked the door. It was locked from the inside. The security guard would eventually go get a screwdriver to help open up the locked door. Once the door was open, he didn't see anything nor anybody that was out of the unusual. Albuquerque, New Mexico, June 5th, 1991. A security guard that worked at the Super 8 motel located at 2500 University Boulevard Northeast near the I-40 and I-25 was told to check on room 233. The man, Eduardo Cullen, rented the room 2 days prior on June 3rd, 1991 between 9:30 and 11 p.m. But he didn't check out of the room, so the security guard would check the door, but it was locked. The security guard would go get a screwdriver to help open up the door. Once the door was open, he didn't see anybody, nor see anything that was unusual in the motel room. The security guard did see a few beer bottles on the table in the room. There would also be a scale found on the table near the beer bottles with a name written on it called George Martinez. There would also be a picture found, most likely taken from a photo booth, possibly at a local mall. There would be a man and a woman in this picture. The security guard would then check the room's bathroom. He would find a woman dead. She would be seen with a suitcase strap wrapped around her neck, the other end tied to the shower head. She was described as a white female, 25 to 35 years old, 5'7", 140 pounds, strawberry blonde hair, hazel eyes. The clothing she was wearing was a multicolored white, pink, and red and yellow trans tank top, white denim Guess product by George Marcino jeans with zippers on the lower legs, jewelry, wide metal, silver, and gold bracelets, 3 metal earrings, additional items found in the room, a dark blue or black suede purse, a patterned pocketbook, $500 in cash, a suitcase that had the woman's clothes in it. Investigators couldn't find any identification in the room. They didn't know who the woman was. The photo booth picture would be shown to the Super 8 staff. Nobody recognized the woman, but the man was said to be the one that rented the room the night of June 3rd, 1991. The staff called him Eduardo Cullen. That is who the name was on the room. Cause of death for the woman was hanging by suicide. She had heroin in her system. Several years would pass. Investigators would get in contact with Eduardo's family. They were shown the picture found in the room. The family said that they didn't recognize the woman or the man, and the man in the picture wasn't Eduardo Cullen. The family would tell investigators Eduardo passed a few years prior. Decades would pass. March 2021, investigators released publicly an anonymous tip said the woman found in room 233, her name could be Becca. The area she was from, Los Angeles County, specifically Rosita and Sylmar. To this day, we don't know who she is. Some call her Albuquerque Jane Doe. Others call her Becca Jane Doe. If you have any information, call APD at 505-242-2677.